One of the things that I talk about here quite often is alternatives to traditional higher education, but I want to talk a little bit more about what benefits and payoffs people think they're going to get when they go into traditional higher education. Welcome, colleagues. George Sloan. This is Myford University. Um, People go to college for a variety of reasons. Some just want to get away from their parents. Some want to go and have a party. Others think they're going to get, some knowledge and skills that are going to guarantee them some great job. I'm going to go with the folks that are looking for some kind of potential payoff or benefit, and I want to explore it a little bit. When you are 18 years old and you're going off to college, do you really know what you want to do for the rest of your life? Odds are probably not. But going to college, you have an expectation that you're going to go and study something and you expect to get a job in that field. Newsflash, most people do not work in the field that is tied back to their major. As it turns out, they tend to gravitate towards something and they start getting good at it and they get paid well and they start doing that instead of something else. So, right then and there, you have to sit there and say to yourself, do I want to become an ultra specialist in one particular field that I study in college? Or do I want to try to get a well rounded education? And this gets back to what college was originally supposed to be. I think college was originally supposed to work on helping you when it comes to asking questions, researching the answers, performing an analysis, and putting together your thoughts in a reasoned and rational way to come up with solutions. Effectively, when you come out of college, you should have certain basic skills, critical thinking being the number one thing. Uh, the ability to communicate, express yourself, the ability to at least know how to do research, organize your ideas. And I think somewhere along the way, it kind of got away from that. So for the folks that are looking to get the benefit on the back end of getting a job, I would not necessarily focus in on any one specific major too hard. I mean, you have to have a major, I believe, in most colleges, but I wouldn't get too laser focused on it. I mean, I would make that an area of specialty, but I would be more focused on getting those general skills. And I've talked about this quite a bit here. I think you want to make sure that you work on your research skills, your reading skills, your writing skills. I think you want to work on your thinking methods and models, and there's quite a few of them. And you'll see in this channel and on the myforduniversity.com webpage, you're going to see a lot of those discussed. By focusing on those, you'll have the basic tools in your toolbox, so to speak, that you will be able to apply and transfer across different industries. Again, I would not necessarily get too tuned in to one particular thing because more than likely you won't be doing that when you get out. Hell, I even know lawyers that go to law school thinking they're going to become lawyers and they end up working in business. Not that they don't use it, but they're not a lawyer. Uh, what a waste of time and money that was. So let's think in terms of that payoff. I would get a good general foundational knowledge set and tool set, but go beyond that. Think in terms of not just getting the knowledge and skills, but what I harp on, applying those skills and that knowledge. And why application? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you know, it's what you can do with it and the ability to apply it. So if you're looking for a payoff and a return for having gone to college, you'll be well served if you go in there and do it with the idea of acquiring the various components that we've just discussed. Now, here's the thing. I believe you don't need to go there to get those things. I believe that you can self curate. I believe you can create your own lifelong learning curriculum. Uh, you can study thinking models. You can work on your writing and communication skills. You can work on your presentational skills. You can work on your soft skills like leadership and change management. These are all things that you can do without going to traditional higher education and paying a boatload of money and spending all those years where you're paying to learn and not earning while you learn. So when it comes back to it, I would think long and hard about the decision to go and get a traditional higher education college degree or even MBA. There are other ways to do it. And here we provide a number of different approaches and make suggestions of how you can do it. If you're interested in this kind of material and you'd like to learn more, you're in the right place. If you're very MBA or business oriented, go to the sub channel, the MBA Accelerator channel on YouTube. Please subscribe to these channels, give us likes and shares. Don't keep us a secret. And I would say to you, bear in mind, are you looking for the benefits at the end, which is to get a job or a rewarding career? College may not be the answer, but we might be able to help you and give you some guidance and ideas as to how to get from point A to point B without all that time and all that money spent. We believe in learning it fast, applying it faster, and getting the results that you're looking for. Again, whether that's a job, a raise, a promotion, the ability to start a business and create a rewarding career, you can do it without college. I'm George Sloan. I want to thank you for tuning in. We'll see you the next time.